The truth, many years after me, and a lot of us older Israelites who've been in this walk for a while, and you're looking at us, and you say, what is your problem? What is your problem? What is it that you've done to this walk? That when I come behind you, this is now what I got to go through. That's a valid question.
Yeah, it is.
If you came into this walk over 10 years before now, what exactly are you turning over to those who are coming into the truth? I mean, exactly.
Good point.
I mean, exactly. Substance. Life-changing. You can call yourself whatever ministry. What are you doing to change the lives of those you come in contact with? I mean, really. Our children are looking at us saying, no balance. Believe it or not, no balance. They can look at you and say, no balance. They wonder why Abba and Ima are at it. Because Abba and Ima probably got a valid design and desire to do something in terms of devoting the family to Yah. But Abba and Ima live in Babylon. And there is no righteous structure that supports Abba and Ima in their endeavor to dedicate the family to the Father. So where is that infrastructure, you all? Where is the infrastructure? You know, again, I'm from Chicago. You know, the so-called home of the Ben-Ami organization. And you can call them a cult all you want, and that's what they are. And he is a false Messiah. And that is what he is. Absolutely. Met him face to face. I ain't moved. Let me tell you this. I'm not going to ask you about where your school is. Just give me one location where you can feed your people. One. In this country.
Come on now.
Just one. You notice? You typically, if you're looking to change or transition in your diet, you look for that spot.
Yep.
Where's your spot at?
That's a good question.
Where's yours?
Come on.
You got their cookbooks, their preparation, their raw. Where's yours at? Where's your tenacity? Where's your dedication? Why is it all falling into lip service? We pay to one another. And then you find yourself contradicted. Then you go over there and visit them, and then you get caught up like some of our brothers have. Strong brothers, or at least it appeared to be.
Right.
And saw some things that were totally contradictory.
Right.
And they accepted it because it seemed like, you know what, well, we ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, yep.
You can make the argument, oh, they don't believe in the Messiah, they got caught up. Well, I don't think that's altogether true. Well, maybe he is a type of Messiah. I can just get down with him till the real Messiah come back. But in the interim, I got just one question, because I had to resist, you know, a lot of things that were offered to me by the Sith Lord. Than me. Because, oh, he's with the Sith. You laughing.
Yeah.
He's Sith.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I said, you know what? You want something. In order for you to reach into people's minds the way you do, you want something way beyond what we're dealing with. And he is. But the thing about it is, what I had to stand on was my trust that Yahushua was the Messiah. With everything that was offered, positions and money. I got offered all that. The position I was offered, to be the understudy of Prince Asiel ben Israel. That's what they offered me, to replace him as the ambassador of the African Hebrew Israelite nation. I got offered that in his house as he was sitting down with silk pajamas on with his legs crossed. In Damon, Israel.
That's right.
I said, I ain't got my teeth. What you gonna offer that to me for? Because you need a polished brother. We gonna get you some teeth, Bane. Don't worry about that. And for a second I said, damn, some teeth. Look, do I sin by abasing myself? No, I don't. I didn't say that, but it was quite, I'm like, Father, the adversary is, this boy, neutralize, whatever he's got to do to neutralize you.
Very so.
Hebrews chapter 10, 24 through 25. And let us consider who? To do what?
Stir up.
Stir up or provoke. Stop. Now, a lot of times we see that provocation in our midst tends to be what happens. Provocation to evil.
Right, that's right.
But he says stir up or to provoke unto what? Love. Can somebody just help me So with the 3 children of mine that are here, explain to me, before the summit is over, how do you stir me up to love?
That's hard.
How do you do that? I mean, dig it. Should there be a living, vibrant example what that means in my midst? So where's my example? Where's the he-goats before the flock? With that, look, I ain't got no problem going to Israel. But going to Israel if I'm not whole. What about getting into the kingdom?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I got 6 entry and exit visas on my passport to Israel. I know Israel like the back of my hand. I'm not telling you don't go. I'm saying, but if you go and it's not supposed to be for you to go at this moment, it's not that it's going to spew you out. Because there are some evil Israelites living there right now, and it ain't spewed them out. So don't run that hype. But getting into the kingdom, that's our goal.
That's right. There you go. Right.
So now, here is a facet from the writer of Hebrews about what Israelite believers have to do amongst each other. And let us consider one another. Stop. First, that means you got to be concerned about my welfare.
There you go.
How's NuriYahu doing?
Right.
I ain't heard or seen the brother. Anybody willing to go by and check on that brother? Well, since you talking, why don't you go? Well, you know, NuriYahu, that brother, he might check me because I might walk up and there smell like reefer or something. You right.
You're right.
I'm going to ask you, what's your problem?
Right.
Should I not?
Exactly.
So what you got on me? I pulled a caper years ago and you're going to keep my mouth shut with that? The question is, how do you stir me up to love, righteous acts, if you don't consider me, my welfare, that of my family? If something happened to me, who would be willing to take care of my family? At least try. I don't want you to think about answering me on that.
Okay. All right.
Remember now, I'm not saying this is the house of Elohim, but make sure you don't offer the sacrifice of fools. Let your words be few.
Right.
Let your words be few. Who do you trust? Husbands? Fathers? If something happened to you, to take care of your family. You know. Yeah, I know it might be easy to look towards that brother that's always been ogling or, eyeing your Esau anyway. I surely wish that brother was dead. Now y'all know we get down like that. Many of us do. But the thing about it is, where are those with the capacity? And I'm not just talking financial. You may have noticed that your financial capacity may have been diminished, but what does that got to do with your relationship with Yah and your love for one another?
Okay.
So let's not make taking care of one another an issue of money or the lack thereof.
Yeah.
25. Not forsaking the who? Of who?
Ourselves.
Together. I've seen this used on folk to make them come to class on the Shabbat. You can't forsake the assembling of ourselves on the Shabbat, brother. Well, maybe I'm not coming because y'all wicked.
Watch out now. Watch yourself.
I'm not learning anything anymore. But leadership is not dedicated to the people because visitors get there before leadership does. And leaders walk in, hey, Shabbat Shalom. Get Shabbat what? Get out of here. You wouldn't think about doing that because you got respective persons and you are afraid of men. Men pleasers.
That's right. Book lifters.
That's Elder NuriYahu. Yeah, he got a little grand in his beard. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Elder. And you ain't going to say nothing to me, right? And fathers,